I'm football diehard senior editor Bob Harris, and it's time for the Week 14 injury review, preview, update, and overview. Thing we like to do every Saturday. For those of you just catching up, we're getting ready to set lineups. Consider this the starting point. I'll give you this week's pertinent injuries and do them chronologically to give you an understanding of possible fallbacks you'll need to have in place based on kickoff time. As always, I'll remind you, I record this in the early afternoon. Today it's about 2 p.m. Eastern time, and things will change. Once you've watched this video, hit the late breaking news section of the site for any possible updates, or hit the FSP staff cheat sheet for all the latest information. It's kind of a one-stop shop for all the latest developments. Click the link next to a player's name. If the player's way lower than you expect, well, there's probably a reason. If the player's way higher than you think, or than you think you're wondering why he's there, click the link, find out why. And so with that, let's get into it. We'll start out the Arizona Cardinals and Washington Commanders are on bye this week. Get them out of your lineups right away. That would be useful for you, and you'll appreciate it if you do. So we'll go through this. We'll do these chronologically again. Sunday's early games, the Panthers at the Saints. Derek Carr listed as questionable with a concussion, shoulder injury, and rib injury. He's cleared through the concussion protocol. Seems likely to play this week. Chris Olave, questionable with an illness. Seems up in the air. Didn't practice the last 2 days. Usually guys with illness make it back onto the field. This apparently has the flu. Rashid Shaheed, questionable with a thigh injury. Nick Underhill of NewOrleansFootball.com, or NewOrleans.football, is reporting that is a more serious injury than first believed. And after a second opinion, he's unlikely to play this week. Taysom Hill, foot and hand injuries. He is questionable. Seems uncertain to me. Has not practiced at all this week. Juwan Johnson worked on a limited basis all week, the tight end. Seems likely to play. Blake Grupe, the kicker, practiced fully all week. He's got a right groin issue. It's a quadriceps, by the way, for Johnson. Grupe, right groin. He's been kicking through it. Looks like he will. He practiced fully all week, but still got the questionable designation. Kendre Miller's ruled out of that game. On the other side of the ball, Hayden Hurst has post-traumatic amnesia after having a concussion. He says it won't end the season. Hopefully that's the case. But he will not play this week. Stephen Sullivan, Tommy Tremble, both questionable shoulder and hip injuries, respectively. We'll see if they make it on the field. Ian Thomas is the only healthy tight end there. For the Colts at the Bengals, Jonathan Taylor's officially ruled out. No surprise there. Had thumb surgery, expected to miss a couple weeks. This is week 2 of that. So Zach Moss to the moon, or at least in a really good position. Got all the running back touches last week and like 94% of the snaps. Tough matchup against Tennessee. Granted, he tore them up the previous time, week 7, but this is a little better matchup against Cincinnati. On the Cincinnati side of the ball, Jake Browning coming off a huge game. Tyler Boyd is listed as questionable. Sprained his ankle in practice this week. I'd say his status is uncertain. It was a Thursday injury, so watch that one. Jaguars at the Browns, all kinds of things going on here. Trevor Lawrence is questionable with a high ankle sprain he suffered in the Monday night game. Is he going to make it back? Seems hard to imagine, but maybe he will. He's practiced on a limited basis the last 2 days. CJ Beathard standing by. They did promote Nathan Rourke from the practice squad to give him a third quarterback option. But the people I talked to in Jacksonville feel like Lawrence will play. You'll want to watch this one closely. Travis Etienne Jr. questionable with a rib injury. Dearness Johnson, the other running back, questionable with knee injuries. The reporting, Mike DeRocco from ESPN reports both are expected to play. On the other side of the ball, Amari Cooper just cleared a short time ago through the concussion protocol. Still questionable. He's got a rib issue too, but seems likely to play. Who the quarterback will be, we don't know. I think it's probably going to be Joe Flacco. Dorian Thompson-Robinson was cleared out of the concussion protocol, so he's off the injury report and good to go. They waived P.J. Walker today, so they feel like, if Thompson-Robinson doesn't start, that at least he's solid enough or healthy enough to be a backup without concern. So my guess is it's going to be Flacco. We will find out probably right before kickoff. Asked why they didn't announce who it was going to be. Kevin Stefanski said, because we don't have to. There you have that. The Lions at the Bears, everyone's good to go injury-wise in this one, so no concerns there. Rams at Ravens. By the way, a lot of weather on the East Coast. You're going to want to watch that. Listen to me on the pregame show on SiriusXM Fantasy Sports Radio if you get a chance. Or check the update section. If the weather's really bad, I'll have something there. The Rams at the Ravens. Tyler Higbee listed as doubtful. Don't expect him to play. Everyone's good to go on the Ravens side. Lamar Jackson had a little bit of an illness. Missed a day of practice, was back Friday. Missed Thursday, was back Friday. Odell Beckham got a day of rest. He's fine. He's a captain for this game against the previous team he played for, the Rams. So everyone there is good to go. Rashad Bateman had a little bit of an issue in the week 2, but he's good to go as well. Puka Nacua also in that same boat, had the shoulder injury, worked fully the last 2 days. He is good to go. The Buccaneers at Falcons, all your Falcons are good to go, except Matt Collins, who has missed like 3 games now with an ankle injury. Practiced fully all week, still listed as questionable, so that's worth watching. Buccaneers side of the ball, everyone is good to go. Texans and Jets, oh my goodness. Oh, Brees Hall listed as questionable. Didn't practice Wednesday or Thursday. Got a limited work load in, limited session in Friday. He seems iffy to me. Rich Samini from ESPN suggested this might be Dalvin Cook week. We'll find out. Beyond that, and by the way, Zach Wilson is back. We knew he would be, right? Garrett Wilson managers rejoice. Noah Brown on the other side of the ball listed as questionable, expected to play. He did work fully the last couple of days. Dalton Schultz is ruled out again, so Brevin Jordan in a favorable matchup. Tank Dell, of course, season-ending broken leg last week, broken fibula, I believe that is the ankle. So he is not playing this week or the rest of the season. Sunday's late games. And by the way, the weather could be an issue there too, so that's when you want to watch. Nico Collins facing a super tough matchup as well. Sunday's late games. Seahawks, we have a lot of uncertainty here. Geno Smith, a true game time decision, according to Pete Carroll, who's generally a pretty optimistic guy. He's apparently tripped over somebody in Thursday's practice, tweaked his groin. It's going to be an issue. Already had the elbow issue. Kenneth Walker III and Zach Charbonnet, oblique and knee injuries, respectively, are both questionable, but practice fully Friday, and both seem likely to be available. On the other side of the ball, Elijah Mitchell, doubtful with a knee issue. So Jordan Mason, they might promote Tyrion, what's his name? Davis Price from the practice squad. There's another guy they might. So watch out for that, though. I mean, CMC is who you're playing. Don't outthink yourself here. Vikings at Raiders. Justin Jefferson's back. He's off the injury report. Practiced fully all week. Back from IR. First time we've seen him since week 5. Josh Dobbs will be the starting quarterback there. For the Broncos, Samaje Perine turned up on worked fully a couple days, then didn't do so much on Friday. So he is listed as questionable. That's worth watching there. On the other side of the ball, Josh Palmer. He has been ruled out. He's designated to return from IR. It won't be this week. Bills and Chiefs, Isaiah Pacheco ruled out. Has a shoulder injury. IR is possible. Andy Reid was asked if he could go on IR, and apparently the answer was, we'll see. Clyde Edwards-Helaire will start at running back. Jerick McKinnon is back. He's off the injury report. Missed 2 games with a groin issue. He'll be a factor there as well. So that's one to watch. But CEH, Andy Reid gave a slippery answer when he asked if he was the running back one. He said, well, we've got different packages, but yeah, he's it. Okay. So watch that. Probably we'll see both of them. Dawson Knox on the other side of the ball, designated to return from IR, must be activated to play by 4 p.m. today if he's going to. Seems likely to be the case. He worked fully all week. Sunday night game, Eagles and Cowboys. Everyone's good to go in that one. Monday night, we've got a doubleheader, people. A lot going on here. Packers and Giants. Aaron Jones seems like to play. The official injury report isn't out. It'll be out shortly after I record this, so check for that on the website. You'll find on the Football Diehards, the main page. You'll see updates there. Aaron Jones, though, has been working on a limited basis in practice. Seems likely to go, likely to return from his knee injury. Jaden Reed as well. Even if he gets the questionable designation, I would expect him to play. Christian Watson seems more uncertain. He had not practiced as of today this week, so had the hamstring injury. You probably saw him hurt that in the game Sunday night. So worth watching there. Daniel Bellinger on the other side of the ball came down with an illness. He missed Friday's practice. We'll see if he makes it back today and avoids designation or not. For the Titans and Dolphins, the usual suspects been getting some rest. Raheem Mostert, Tyreek Hill for the Dolphins. They're listed with knee and ankle, but also as resting players. Went from non-practice to limited. I'm guessing they'll go full today and avoid designation, but it's something you'll want to watch. I expect both to play. Durham Smythe, the tight end, also uncertain. Josh Wild, the tight end on the other side for Tennessee, has a knee injury. He has not been practicing, so that's worth noting. Derrick Henry never went into concussion protocol. Like there was reporting that he did initially after the game. I think Adam Schefter reported that. Mike Vrabel confirmed on Monday that wasn't the case, but he did have like some symptoms, took a helmet-to-helmet shot, so that was worth watching. He has not practiced fully this week, but it's listed only as a resting player, not due to injury. Same as DeAndre Hopkins. So there you have it. Good luck this weekend, week 14. We'll see you week 15. Good luck, people.